Morning everyone. We're outside today in my city, Maastricht. You can see the view of the bridge, one of the bridges, and you can see the other one at the way back, one church. So today I wanted to kind of do a short video on why do I share about my faith or the things God has done in my life. And it's funny that I wanted to do this for a long time, and then this past weekend I started cleaning because we were reorganizing and we needed some space. So we started, going through old stuff so we can sort and see what we need. And then I just started finding stuff. So have you ever started cleaning and then you start finding one thing which leads to the other and leads to the other? Old memories, books from high school, letters you wrote, birthday cards if you're one of those who keeps them. So I found so many things. I think I found 3 letters that I had written to my then fiance and those were really exciting and interesting to read, really, some of these things. But anyway, others were books from university, wondering if my brain can still work the same. I mean, chemical analysis. Anyway, I found birthday cards, some special ones that I had kept, wedding cards from our wedding 10 years ago, and those were really nice to read. You read some of the prayers, some of the wishes friends and family wrote to you, and I love keeping such things. But some of the things I found were also prophecies from friends, from pastors, from brethren, just people who spoke into my life and prophesied, good things or told me things that they could see in me. And this was really, it was really a good find. I mean, I knew I had them, but it was one thing to kind of read them again and remember the context where this was shared, and just trying to see how some of those things have transformed or revolved for the last, some of them 15 years, some 10 years, some even 5 years. But it doesn't matter when they were written, it's just always good to look back and see when they were written, what was the context, or what were we praying for. And one of this was, I think 17 years ago. I was just going to uni, and one of the missionaries that came, they were doing a kind of a family foundation, and they were giving us revelations of names, meanings to our names and all that. And so I found one of those, and it's like Nelly means shining light and witness. So that in itself, I mean, I'm passionate to talk about my family with Jesus, what he has done in my life. I don't think the passion will end will end even when I was in my lowest. I still try to do it, not maybe from the big scene, but just behind the scenes. So I just wanted to, encourage anyone who might be thinking, this is not for me, this is for only people who can be on the pulpit, this is for people who can be on the, big scenes. No, this is for you, because just like Esther, when Mordecai said, you are made for such a time as this. And that means wherever you are, you don't have to be, on the big scenes or on the big arenas. It is in the place you are. I mean, you are in the place you are for a reason. So start sharing. You don't have to use a microphone. Start sharing the small things, the small graces, the small victories you've had for the things you've gone through. And one example of this, an example we can take for someone who was not experienced, was the woman at the well. Jesus found her, and he told her things that she didn't realize that someone knew, because those were her kept secret. But what she did afterwards, she was so surprised that he knew all about her, and she ran into the city and started telling everyone about the man who told her about everything she ever did. I mean, that running into the city and sharing is witnessing. She had no experience, but the experience she had was what has just been done to her. And Jesus had just revealed himself to her, and she went sharing that. And that's for us as an encouragement, that some of us might be more experienced than the woman at the well, the Samaritan woman, but it doesn't matter really. It doesn't matter. Let every tongue that has breath, praise him, give him praise, or tell the world what he has done. If he has provided for you, if he has healed you, if you're on a journey that is not there yet, but you've walked your way through, and you feel like, I need to tell someone that though I'm in this process, it is not well with my soul yet, but I know it's gonna be well. So I share my story because at the lowest point of my life, when I could not even read the Bible for several months, all the prayers I did were just silent prayers, silent groanings, the popcorn prayers, the 1, 2, 3s, because that time I was mourning, and even though I knew that God was there, I didn't really, spend time with him as much as I did. Of course, it's not about the quantity, but I knew in my heart that it was different. But in those moments, I still had people speaking into my life, text messages from friends, Bible verses they shared to me, and that kept me going. So you might not be where you are before, but having people who speak into your life, encourage you, still keep you going, So we have to witness even in the midst of the noises, and that's the reason why I'm outside. So you sharing your story might be an encouragement to someone who has not opened their Bible, has not been to church for ages, has not had fellowship, and it's not about just church as a building, but just fellowship to encourage each other. So share your story. Doesn't have to be the big arena. Can be with your neighbor, can be with your colleague. Sometimes there are so many ways we can do it. I mean, a conversation can strike up, and then it leaves where you can put your opinion, you can add your opinion, and sometimes these are the times we can really add, yeah, that time I was going through this, I mean, just friends, or this thing came to me, or this verse was my encouragement. I found myself saying this even to my Muslim friends, and it doesn't really matter, because I'm sharing the truth that has happened in my life. So I share because at the lowest point of my life, I could not open the Bible. I could not pray like maybe I used to, but the encouragement from friends and messages kept me going. So friends shared videos, messages, and that's what I'm doing, and that's what I'm encouraging you to do. So one last view of my city. It's beautiful. You can share your story of why you also want to share about your life. But I'll leave you with that, and have a good day, and God bless you. Bye bye.